Hey guys, how are you? Good morning. Guys, I'm here with a little bit of a special kind of reaction video. I'm actually going to be reacting to a video that I put out because there was a little kind of mayhem happening on the YouTube streets on Friday, either Thursday or Friday. I can't remember what day it was. Um, I had no idea what was going on because no shade, I'm not subscribed to this channel. I was subscribed, but this person doesn't like me. So I don't subscribe to channels I don't like. Also, they're doing like reactions and stuff on me. And you guys know what my rule is. Reaction videos are not for you. They are about you. So, I found out that one of my YouTube sisses ended up over on what I would say is the wrong side of town. And because she was defending herself against a troll who happens to disguise themselves as a content creator, who likes to bring up a certain situation that happened a very long time ago and thinks because no one's going to remember that she's going to slam people. And one of those people happened to be me. And you know, guys, that's not going to work, right? So, of course, on these YouTube streets, yeah, you got to defend yourself because if you don't come defend yourself, it's, oh, I gave so and so a chance to talk about a certain situation and they never showed up. Well, if these people don't watch your channel, yeah, they're not going to show up because they don't know we have a problem still. Like, I thought we settled this, right? I thought that we handled this problem and I thought it was over, but obviously we're not. So, this is the deal. There's a certain someone, and I'm not going to say any names, guys. Let's just take this as a cautionary tale. If you are hearing this and you are subscribed to this channel, guys, go ahead, hit the like button because you're going to enjoy this. But what I'm going to say is this. This is a cautionary tale about what to do and what not to do on YouTube, okay? If you find yourself in these type of situations, get out of them immediately because at the end of the day, this is a single individual sport where it's good to have allies, kind of like the Hunger Games, right? But you're doing this all on your own. You can have a friend with you, but at the end of the day, your friend might get eaten up. Your friend might choose to leave. Your friend could disappear from, they could go ghost on you, right? So at the end of the day, the deal is this, that when you are doing YouTube, you really have to rely on yourself. And at the end of the day, you can't rely on what other people have going on or what other people are going to say about you or what other people want to do, because period. Okay. This is so Friday, there was a certain channel. And if you know that certain channel, please do not put it in the comments because and that's it. Okay. This applies to many different things. There was a certain channel who's got a problem with me. Apparently, she was looking for tea on me and another person whom she has particular disdain for at this moment because she's just not able to beat the bushes like she'd like to. She needs to find someone that doesn't like me just as much as she does. But she's got a whole chat room full of people who don't like me, and that's okay. That is okay. Okay. Because at the end of the day, what's for me is for me, and what's not for me is not for me. And I completely accept that, right? As a mature adult. So she invites a particular person on her show who says she has some tea, but really couldn't even articulate the tea after 30 minutes of talking. These two engaged in a conversation about who's ugly and who's ugly on the outside, who's ugly on the inside. We came up with this one person, the hostess, says that I am ugly on the outside and ugly on the inside. The guest says, well, she's just ugly on the outside. I'm not going to call her ugly. I don't care what these two individuals think. They are nobody who I would consider authorities on beauty. And I'm going to leave it at that because I'm a classy bitch and I don't really care enough. Okay. But this is the type of conversation that two lowlifes have when they get together to dish on someone who is not. Okay. The only reason why I'm a topic of conversation for these two is because, again, they met up because they wanted to have a meetup of the who hates who the most, and can you bring me some tea? So this person came to deliver some tea to said YouTuber's channel on a live stream, right? Well, she couldn't get through 30 minutes of talking and still hadn't talked about me. All they had to say was that I was ugly. All one other person, the hostess, had to say was my face looks greasy all the time, and I have spots on my face. This person allegedly was in nursing school and supposedly getting a BSN, of which we all know that's not true. It's been alleged on these YouTube streets and on Lipstick Alley that this person, not only what I already reported 2 months ago, does not even have a valid home health license. She is not eligible to do any type of nursing anywhere in the state of Indiana. And you can go to Lipstick Alley and find that out on your own. But as far as I'm concerned, these allegations that were spread on Lipstick Alley, yeah, you can go over there and read all about it. As far as I'm concerned, this person is mad at me because I saw them for who they are, and that is someone who is not reliable to tell the truth. So she gets this person on her show because she wants to hear the tea on me. But the tea on me is that there is no tea. The tea on me is that really you spent a lot of time talking about one of my YouTube sisses that really you say was not your target. But turns out that the hostess's new boo thing, yeah, she's mad at my YouTube sis because she didn't spend time during a live stream defending someone who has disappeared from her chat, and probably wasn't even aware until after the chat. If you've run a chat before, 9 times out of 10, I'm not even looking at the chat, which is the main reason why I am recording this today. The reason why I'm recording this is because I didn't want any distractions, because when this goes up, I want to have full view of my chat and be able to chat in it, because this is some foolishness and some fuckery and trying to include me in some mess that I have no place in. It's just, I'm a bitch you don't like. I'm a bitch that makes you feel a way. And because of that, you're trying to put me in anything that you can to make me look bad. But if you were really that bitch, what you would do is just say, I don't like her. And at the end of the day, there's just something about her I don't like. And maybe that makes me seem petty. But okay, I'm petty. I'll be that. Because I have no problem saying I don't like you. You've never met me. We've never sat down and broke bread. You emailed me for help. And I'm talking about the hostess here. The hostess of this YouTube channel emailed me and asked me for help. I was not interested in a collab with her. I was not interested in giving her a promo. But what I did for her was that I looked at her channel. I looked at what she had posted. I saw what was public that had views, and her subscriber count that was public. And I emailed her back and I said, your channel looks like it's doing great. You are getting good views. You're very close. I see that the other day you went live with your friend. I sat and watched the whole thing, and I think you're doing a great job. But there was a comment that she bubbled up, and this is the person who commented, not a YouTuber, but someone who is out here on the YouTube streets who enjoys this type of content. And she may or may not have been talking about me. I don't know. But the comment was basically like, they don't want to help, so you don't grow up and over other people. Now, that's not true. I have a whole entire channel where I've dedicated a lot of time doing videos and tutorials on how to grow your YouTube channel. Okay. And if people don't want to pay membership or don't want to pay me for my time, of which there's someone out here on the YouTube streets right now with a channel that has paid me well for my time and has said that my help was helpful. So let's not get into the habit of pulling receipts on who we help for free, who we help in membership, and who we help as a consultant, of which I am. Okay. And if I call myself a YouTube consultant because I've made it through 3 successful years and growing 2 monetized channels, I think I can call myself that, because I just can, and I am, and I do. Okay. So that being said on that, it was a meeting of the YouTube Moms Hater Club, and nobody could really drop the tea on what I actually did. So along the way, here comes my YouTube sis, TMR, who is going to head on confront the allegations that she has been running someone's name up and down the YouTube streets, that she's allowed people to talk about a certain someone's boo thing in chats, and that she's co-signing things of which there's no proof, of which there's no substantiation. At the end of the day, anybody can say anything in your chat, but I don't make a habit of asking my mods or myself to go through chats to do a cleanup of comments that people don't like. When you come to my channel and you express yourself, you express yourself. And unless somebody out here is on the fuck shit and is coming to sabotage my channel, to delete comments and to make people feel like their voices can't be heard and that there's something going on, yeah, we don't do that over here. And the minute that I find out that people are sabotaging my channel, you lose your wrench, period. Wrenches are freely given and they are quickly taken away if I feel like you don't need to have it. If you're not out here doing my business, but you're out here doing your business or another channel's business, okay? If that's the feeling that I get, yeah, you can't, you don't have any business on here. You can go do that elsewhere, okay? So anyway, long of the short story is that this was two people who got together to try to drop tea on me. There was no tea dropped, as far as I heard. Correct me if I'm wrong, anyone who was there. I still never heard anything. And after TMR got off explaining her portion of the situation, there were callers and people in the chat not only asking for the troll to be taken off the panel, but also could substantiate and corroborate that at that time on these YouTube streets, yeah, all Tasha was doing was trying to help this person understand that the situation had nothing to do with her. Absolutely nothing. But because everybody's talking and everyone has different sides of the story, this individual was not getting the information that this had nothing to do with her, because as I'm going to tell you in this video that you're going to see, the only reason why this individual was in the story was because they were using her as a conduit, because the individuals who selected her to use wanted to find someone who didn't like their target as much as they did, which coincidentally is what the hostess of that YouTube channel did. She wanted to find someone who had tea on me, someone who didn't like me as much as she doesn't, who could help her make me look bad. And at the end of the day, yeah, you can't make me look bad because I haven't done anything. All I've done is show up on these YouTube streets and be myself, okay? Now, you're going to hear a name and you're going to see the title, and you can see it already. So the name that I almost said is Brandi, okay? Brandi is a failed YouTuber. Brandi has had channel after channel, iteration after iteration. And the difference between me and Brandi is that when I got on here on these YouTube streets, it was can't stop, won't stop, and haven't stopped. And will not stop, okay? I am not new to this. I'm true to this, okay? I have been putting out video after video after video and have been in a relentless pursuit of something that makes me happy and that fulfills a creative hole for me, okay? So this might be long. Get your snack. You see the video we're going to look at is 27 minutes. Now, there is going to be a reference of her secretly recording Strong Mommy Chrissy. Now, the reason why she did that, I will play about 5 minutes of another video, not talking about Brandi, the content creator, but talking about a specific situation. Strong Mommy Chrissy was having a giveaway, and the giveaway was a weekend with her. Now, Brandi was invited for this weekend, but what Brandi didn't bank on was the fact that all of a sudden, Olivia may have been in the mix, that Olivia could possibly have been on the invitation list. And because of that, and Brandi had done what in this community would have been called kind of a viral video at the time, in the tens of thousands. I don't know how many views it got to date, if it's even still around. But at that time, it was big. It was a big video, and she got a lot of views, and when it was kind of talked about that Olivia could be invited because of Olivia's friendship with Jasmine, and that Ming and Olivia had a conversation trying to broker a deal with her and Kiara to kind of squash that, all of a sudden, potentially Olivia is on the guest list. Now, you've heard Chrissy talk many times about, I never had a problem with Olivia, but I kind of do now. I don't fuck with her though, whatever. Okay, long story short, this chick, Brandi, who was potentially on the list to go to Strong Mommy Chrissy's getaway, now felt like this was potentially a setup, because why are you inviting me, somebody who has talked much shit about Olivia, on a weekend getaway with Olivia? Because, like, are you trying to set me up? And keep in mind, Brandi's not just someone who's paranoid. I mean, obviously there's a great deal of paranoia going on here and a lot of assumption, but Brandi has an aunt who is in the beef sector who is quite popular. And actually, I used to listen to her. This lady is very insightful and has a good program. But I have not listened to her in years because, number one, I'm busy with my own business that pays me. Number two, I left Brandi in the wind because I cannot support or even watch channels that, for whatever reason, have me fucked up. So I decided to leave that woman alone. I don't frequent her chat. I don't watch her videos. I don't do anything. Because at the time, for whatever reason, honestly, I'm going to be real with you guys, I was so new to YouTube, I didn't really understand this whole chat comment section component and what now I see as the perception of messy. I know that there's some people out here who are just trying to be helpful. There's some people out here who just have a lot of information. There's some people who want to share. They want to chit chat. They want to whatever. But at the end of the day, there's lots of side things going on that you may not know about. But the one thing that we do know about is that there's something very important going on, and that's the almighty dollar bill. And when people are monetized and people are making money, number one, they don't want you messing with their money. Okay, so they might just act funny. Okay. Also, I may not want you coming to my platform to showboat anything that I did not ask you to. I just want you to listen to what I have to say, and that's it. Case in point, I'm recording this video. I would have recorded it live if I wanted to. Maybe next time I go live, after you see this, if there's some questions, I am all too happy to answer. But at the end of the day, because this is so much information, and I'm trying to squash this, at least for now, because, memories are short. People come on this platform every day, and sometimes people need a good refresher of what the fuck is really going on. And I'm just that bitch to do it. Okay. So guys, buckle up and let's go and listen to some of this tea get dropped. And if you notice, I'm going to make this big for you. Can I make this big? $548 views. That's how small my other channel was at the time. And then I think I probably made this unlisted. It's not unlisted now. It's listed. You guys can go watch it, the whole thing, if you want to. But it was posted 2 years ago. So let's drop in and see what's going on over here. Okay, two years ago. Let's look at the date too, just for shits and giggles, of how long ago I made this video versus what actually really was going on at the time. Okay, so here we go. Okay. Oh, June 19th. Was that Saturday? When was Juneteenth? Saturday. Interesting, right? Look at God. Okay. 2 years ago. So this happened before 2 years ago, right? Let's not get it twisted. This came out in June. I think some of this situation was happening even December, January, February, because the video that I'm going to talk to you about with the Strong Mommy Chrissy giveaway, it was filmed in February. What we did not know at the time, guys, I'm going to drop you some tea at this time. The reason why this giveaway, number one, didn't happen is because DeMarcus up and left Chrissy. Number two, what we also didn't know, but you can see it all over her face, at the time she was pregnant with Onyx. Okay. The reason why this giveaway didn't happen was because she found out she was pregnant with Onyx. Maybe she was already pregnant with Onyx when she talked about the giveaway, and the giveaway didn't not happen because she was pregnant with Onyx. It happened because her husband left her, and what she realized was that she had to move all of a sudden, okay? So she moved from that home to another home, which was, I think, the home that she ended up getting evicted from, which brought her to where? Houston. We have a problem, okay? Are we there? Are you following me? Drop down in the comments if you don't. If you're watching this on the live, comment down below, thumbs up. You know what I'm talking about. Question mark, what do you not know? Because when we come back, or when I come back another time, I'm going to answer your questions about all of this. And any of the interested parties, if you want to come on through, come through. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how much I have nothing to do with this shit. And let's talk about how you just don't like me. And that's okay. Be a real bitch and just say you don't like me. Stop trying to find dirt on me to make me look bad. Okay? We've all lived lives. But at the end of the day, it's not my obligation to lay my life out for you. Number one, that's not this platform. I am a review, reaction, and commentary channel on Francoise Vlogs. It's a clean mom channel. It's not a ratchet mom channel because I'm not a ratchet mom. I'm a mom who talks ratchet moms. I'm a mom who had a life before I became a wife, okay? And if you want to know about my life before I became a wife, put your big girl panties on and have the balls to ask me, okay? Let's go. That was a long intro. Gosh, this might have to be a two-parter, but let's get started, okay? And let's see. If you're a soldier, you're going to go through because you've sat through 1.5 hour, 2 hours live. So let's go ahead, and there will be no chat because the premiere feature did not exist at that moment. And if you want to look at the comments, I'm going to have this video linked below. All the necessary videos will be linked below, okay? The two that I'm referencing. And if you like this type of content, you like taking trips down memory lane, you go ahead and let me know what you want to know more about. And if I have any history on it, if I have any videos on it, we'll talk about it, okay? Because what do? I do reactions, reviews, and commentary about the YouTube channels you love to watch. And since I happen to be a channel that some of you guys, YouTube channels you like to watch, guys, we're reacting on me today, okay? Here we go. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, once again, don't feel compelled to do any research. This is a cautionary tale about how to focus on the right things on these YouTube streets versus falling for the okie doke. I would say this is a classic case of the okie doke. All right, let's go. I'm going to skip my intro. Do you guys, maybe you guys want to see my, let's go ahead and just take it all the way back, okay? Is my volume on? I started as a handbag channel. I wanted to do luxury handbags. Somehow I ended up here. Because I'm a mom. Hey guys, I just thought about something. I said, you know what, let me talk about this really quick, guys. Oops. So I've been at work all day. Yes. Boy, have my notifications been going crazy. So I missed the live. Tasha went live today talking about all of this drama. I know, like she said, she, you know, look, okay, this is the deal. This is so silly because the bottom line, I'm going to tell you, let me give you my version of this story, okay? So there was like many Facebook groups. You got people who like this, people who like that. So I joined a Facebook group as a new YouTuber. I was watching someone named Questa, her live or a video one day, and she said she had just started a Facebook group. And if you want to network with other people who are new YouTubers and want to network and grow your channels, and see, remember, if you were watching the YouTube, if you were watching that live, I think it was Friday. If you were watching that live on Friday, right? Brandi mentions a YouTube group. Now she automatically thinks it's messy because she's messy AF and she has connections with the beef sector. So naturally you think some behind the scenes Facebook group is something subversive, right? Okay. The reason how she got hooked up with Strong Mommy Chrissy is that she was in Strong Mommy Chrissy's Melanin Moms. Okay. So if Melanin Moms is not messy, and maybe it is, I don't know, I've never been in Melanin Moms. Okay. At the end of the day, it's a mom group, right? So let me tell you, let me school you on this mom group I was involved in, okay? And how it was revealed to me that this mom group was not a group that I wanted to be involved in. And for any of you out here who want to talk about my fried leave out, be my guest, okay? Be my guest. Be my guest. And I don't care. Each other, let's do it. So I joined this Facebook group and I really thought that it was going to help me grow. And I'm almost laughing saying this because it was laughable. By the way, for those of you who don't know, really quick, at this time, in this space and time, Tasha and I have been going live every Saturday for several months now. We started doing a live thing. So this was June. Tasha and I probably had been going live since somewhere in February or March, okay? So we'd been going live, people coming to our lives. If you are not familiar with it, just dip down on Love, Lies, and Lacefronts, scroll down. You're going to see I've got a folder called Reactions, Reviews. There's a bunch of lives in there. I would do live Saturday morning by myself, and me and Tasha would do live Saturday evenings, and we would rotate channels. Tasha and I figured out some years ago that working together was going to be helpful for the both of us to accumulate our hours and also to just grow our platforms, okay? And grow the community of people who've been around with us for a very long time. If you have been around, I can name a couple, but I'm not even going to say their names at this moment. I'm going to wait till I go live again. But there's some people who have been with me since some of the very first lives, and with Tasha, the very first live, okay? This group did nothing but give me problems and drama. I joined this group. I thought people were going to be friendly. I didn't know we were going to be fast friends. But I thought, you know, like, okay, this is a group of people who I can like fall back to, ask ideas, ask questions. From the minute that I joined that group, I realized, can you tell there's some heat there? Well, that's probably not going to happen, because I wasn't really seeing the ideas flowing, and I'm going to say it like that. And a whole lot of ideas. There were a lot of people asking for like ideas and people who want to collaborate, but not really a whole lot, a whole lot of talking, a whole lot of discussing challenges about being able to post and finding the time, or, developing. Just a lot of complaining and not doing. A lot of no action. Meanwhile, at this time in my life, I was trying to get monetized. I was growing my channel, and I was on a 365-day challenge with myself to get monetized. And I said, you know what? I'm going to, by hook or by crook, I'm going to do what I got to do. And I was posting and I was doing the math, and I've told you guys this, and I figured my formula to get myself monetized and get my hours in. And that's what I did. I put pen to paper. And if you want to know those secrets, I have a video posted, and it will be in a special member group area. And if you want access to that, well, put money to get your wallet and go ahead and get your membership, and I will direct you to that particular folder that is members only. Okay. And that content, actually, honestly, I may even be pulling off YouTube to put on a completely separate site for my tutorials and information, because I've done it once and I've done it twice. Okay, let's keep going. The habit and things like that. Well, I'm past that. So I just kind of realized maybe I wasn't really aligned with this group, but I really liked everybody. The people seemed to be cool. They seemed to be nice. And I was kind of like, well, these people don't have the same goals as me. I've passed a little bit of where they're at, but I like them. So I'm going to keep keeping on because they seem cool. I didn't know that this was the I Hate Olivia Club, which is what I actually ended up finding out. I didn't mention that in this video, but it happened to be a bunch of people that can't stand Olivia. Now, I was an Olivia fan. I was watching her channel. That's well documented. I've said that many times. I used to watch her channel. Olivia started to get mad at the reactors who were covering her channel. As you will see in a video that I talked about some months ago, Olivia actually called into me and Tasha's live, okay? She called into our live. It's posted down below, okay? I've told you guys about it a million times. Olivia called in. She spoke with us. What Olivia didn't like is that as she ratcheted up the heat and we had more and more questions, which you know, I'm going to ask a question if I have one. I don't get paid by any of these people, okay? If I have a question, just because I enjoy your channel doesn't necessarily mean I'm not going to ask, okay? All right? And because I liked her channel, and that's how I met Niecy. Meanwhile, everybody was ripping Niecy a new one. They were saying she was ghetto, she was this, she was that, she was trash. I was like, I like Niecy. She's cool. She's herself. She's fun. Like Niecy said, I was the only one who did not rip her one. Okay? The only one. Okay? Let's keep going. Is this all connecting now? Am I connecting dots? Are you guys hearing me? Can anyone put down in the comments whether you are friend or foe or hater, bush watcher, LSA, anybody? Can you comment down below and tell me what I have done? What did I do? Who did I set up? Who am I bringing down? What did I do? Make the fabulous moms realize they were not so fabulous because a real fabulous bitch got out there? Because they just thought that I was going to be a complainer like them and sit at the bottom of YouTube with the rest of them. I mean, I may still be at the bottom of YouTube, but I'm not at the bottom of the bottom of the bottom. And I'm where I'm at, and I'm happy. And when I grow, I grow. If I don't, I don't. It is what it is, but I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to you. Only thing you can crack on me about is, number one, you don't like me. Number two, you don't like me. And number three, I make you feel a way, so you don't like me. Okay? Let's go. Some people don't like that I've got nice teeth. Some people, like, for some reason, it makes them feel a way because I've got acne. Why my acne bothers you, I don't know, especially if you're not subscribed. Don't watch my channel. If my acne makes you feel a way, then when you're watching, just put your headset on and don't listen. I mean, don't hear me. Watch me. Just hear me, okay? I'm ugly. No, I'm not. And two women who are facially challenged should not talk about anybody being ugly, okay? But if you think you're beautiful, boo thing thinks you're beautiful, husband thinks you're beautiful, that's all that matters. But trying to sit around when you are not a damn supermodel, you look stupid. You look very stupid, and you look thirsty and a hater. Because at the end of the day, two grown women who are not as grown as me don't need to be talking about whether I'm ugly or not. And at the end of the day, I don't care how old I am. I just turned 50. I will be 51 in September. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Um, the fact of the matter is that my kid is younger than all of your kids. You guys were out there throwing your boxes around, having babies, and doing whatever you do. And I waited and I had a baby at 40 with the man that I eventually married. And if that makes you feel away, I don't give a fuck. I hope you're listening to the message and not just the facts, because I don't want to make anyone feel bad, because I'm certainly today I think I'm past that. I like trying to be too nice group until one day there was someone, well, I kind of noticed that I personally wasn't being supported. And I would post something, wouldn't get no likes, but you can see on Facebook when people have seen it, you can see like 20 views or 20, if you've reached 20 people, but nobody's liked it, no one's nothing. Just whatever. Like I could post anything. I could post the winning lottery ticket and nobody was gonna like it. Okay. Couldn't figure out why. Now, who was in this group, you might ask? Well, a lot of you already know Melisandre was in the group. I mean, that's a known fact. I'm not exposing anything. I'm not dropping any tea. And everyone has said that. Life with Vicky. There's someone named Mom of 12 who actually did a video on myself and Tasha, who said that we were playing the bitch game, that she and I are both extremely shady and we're not nice people, and da-da-da-da-da. Mom of 12 called me one day because I didn't speak to her when we went live, okay? Tasha and I had a growing audience. At one point, we had a live. I don't know how many people were in that live that day, but we didn't speak to her for some reason, but the mods did. They welcomed everyone coming in. Tasha and I, our format was that we would talk to each other, and sometimes we were not looking at the chat. We're like, guys, we're not looking at the chat right now. Anyway, long story short, I was at a brownie meeting. I've told you guys this many times. I was at a Girl Scout meeting with Farrah, and this woman calls me through YouTube, through Facebook, to tell me about myself, that I'm a bitch. I'm playing the bitch game because I didn't speak to her in my live stream. And guys, if I ever don't speak to you, please don't take it personally. I'm doing a live stream, guys. Speak to each other, get the conversation popping down in the chat. If you're watching this right now and I have not spoken to you, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It just means maybe I didn't see you. I wear these glasses. Sometimes I walk away to go get a drink. I've got a puppy now. I've got a child. I've got a senior dog. I've got a house that I manage. Sometimes I'm cooking while chatting, okay? Sometimes, most of the time, I'm multitasking, okay? So please don't feel away. Don't feel away. The people that should feel away are the people who are clicking into the chat and can't get in because they're blocked and they're not permitted. They're not welcome. Okay. If you're here and you're welcome to come in, just understand, if I don't speak to you, it's not because of ill will. It's because maybe I didn't see you. Can you extend me some of the grace that you want me to extend to you guys? Just as a human being. That was the one thing that I think I learned at this point in my YouTube career, guys. And this was very, very early on, because I was not monetized at this time. That there's something that's missing because this all is computer generated and we're thrown together by an algorithm. I never knew anything about this sector. The humanity was lost. People were not willing to give someone well, that's plausible. That could happen. I could see why that would happen. Or, I've seen the body of her work and I see what type of person she is. I don't think she would do that intentionally. Yeah, there's none of that here. You don't get the benefit of the doubt. You don't get any grace. It's that bitch, that hoe. So if anyone says, you've changed over the past few years, what's changed me is that I've had to learn how to navigate in a particular environment that is very harsh. And that if you want to be here, you got to handle yourself a certain way. And this is, at this point, this person, she didn't know that. And if I were to talk to my younger self, the self that was me, that was 48, who was coming from a long day of work, who was going to go for a 1 hour commute. This is an edited video. And 20 minutes into the video, you're going to see I still haven't even picked up my daughter yet. I'm driving from my, right here, I was trying to pay my credit card bill at the ATM machine. And I realized I brought my wrong card, but you'll see that in a second. Anyway, I go to camp to pick up Farah, and we're still driving. And what I'm looking at in this is a woman who's extremely tired, who'd been at work all day, who had a long commute, who was dealing with BS. And I couldn't even record like my regular video that night because I had to talk this out because it was on my heart. And I wanted to make sure that the people who came to me to view my channel weren't going to leave me because they believed some stupid stuff on the YouTube streets. There's a lot of people out here, you know, who really just make shit up. I go on the video. To me, that's the best content, period. I don't have to go hunting for it. I don't have to go sourcing for it. I don't have to call someone's enemy's enemy. When someone ends up in my DMs, it's because they made a choice to come to me. I didn't send for them. They came to me to tell me something. I don't go solicit interviews. Now, there's a couple of interviews I've solicited recently. And when I land them, I will. Because you know what? Entertainment Tonight schedules interviews. TMZ schedules interviews. And if I am the paparazzi of these YouTube streets, one of them, if there's someone I want to talk to, I will reach out to them. And if you think that's messy, that's your opinion. And just some stupid stuff. And try to make us out to be something that we're not, which was interested in her and trying to take her down, which was like, take you down where? You do crochet videos. Like, what the
Talking
hell
about Mama 12.
am I trying to take you down for? You know, oh my God. Okay, I didn't realize that. Okay, my bad. Okay, I wanted to pay my credit card bill here at the ATM machine, and I thought I could pay my credit card bill, my bank credit card bill with another debit card, but I guess you can't do that. I need to go get my daughter, and then we'll circle back around to this bank. I don't want to be late. Okay. For some reason yesterday I thought it said debit card or cash, so I was like, oh, I could just use my debit card, whatever. So anyway, whatever. Okay, back to my story. So Mom of 12 all of a sudden became fixated on me and Tasha, that we're some kind of bad people, we're not nice. So she does a whole video on me and Tasha talking about little subtleties that she's noticed. And because we've talked about Chrissy, which we never talked about Chrissy, like, oh, you got all these kids. I mean, guys, keep in mind, this is my reaction videos, guys. I had a mom channel. So every now and again, after watching a night of YouTube, I would get in my car and I would record these videos. I had no idea that I was entering something called reaction videos. I had no clue, guys. I really didn't. I was just talking like, girl, are you watching this shit happen? Like, this is kind of juicy. Did you see this? Did you see Olivia is moving? She's leaving her husband. Did you watch last night's episode? That's what was going on, guys. I wasn't sitting at this desk. This came later, okay? Before, when Tasha and I were going live and we were discussing the Three Mommies, the channel, which we didn't really realize what we were doing at the time. We knew what we were doing, but we didn't know that we were filling a need within this niche that did not exist at that moment, you know, talking about other channels in kind of like a newsy kind of gossip channel way. Period. Okay. Period. We didn't invent this, but in this sector, we created an additional layer to this sector that was not there, and we were vilified for it. Okay. It's obvious Chrissy has a lot of kids. What's the big deal? I've never taught. I mean, her taking care of her kids is her taking care of her kids. I have one kid. That's my business. I don't care about Chrissy and all her kids. What we discuss is whatever happened on that episode. And we never discuss her children. But she all of a sudden said, well, she's got 8 kids. I've got 12. I wonder what they could be saying about me. Nothing. We weren't saying nothing about you. You know why? Because you're not on our radar. Nobody cares. To be quite frank about it, nobody cared. I didn't care. You're no friend of mine. You don't like my videos. You never talk to me ever. I don't care who you are. So she does a whole video about me and Tasha. So her and Tasha decide. So Tasha and I did a live, and it was pretty funny because we kind of roasted her a little bit.
We sure did.
Just a little bit.
That was a good one. If I could find it, oh my God.
On
the
Facebook.
Thing was hilarious.
Guys, I just needed to make sure I added something in here. So we're taking like a break from the footage for a second. I realized I never stopped talking about Mom of 12. Now, the deal with Mom of 12 is she reached out to me and Tasha on Facebook. She wanted to have a conversation. She wanted to not have awkwardness. But the fact of the matter is that Mom of 12 and I are never friends, never will be friends. This woman was really nasty to me, made tons of assumptions about me, did a whole entire video about me. And, the bottom line is that when Mom of 12 did this, she started commenting on many people's videos about me
and still
Tasha,
does,
and slamming me and saying
I don't even know this woman,
all kinds of stuff like that. So these are the kind of people, unfortunately, that were in Fabulous Moms. And what I found out, just to be honest, and I'm going to be really clear on this, Fabulous Moms, the moms weren't so fabulous, and the ones that were the least fabulous were the ones that were had the most hate. So long story short, I got myself out of that group, but it was still a few more weeks before I would do that. So let's go ahead and resume with the rest of this. But if you have any questions, leave them down below. Like, hey, I want to talk to you guys. Tasha talked to her. Now, let's go back to Tasha today saying, Francoise says you're too nice. Tasha is a nice person, and there's never too nice, and there's never too kind. So I want to clear that up. What I told Tasha is, stop talking to everybody on the phone. These people are not your homegirl you went to school with. It's not, if you connect with someone and you want to make friends with someone, go ahead. But you don't have to talk to everybody on the phone, period. That's it. So, I know I'm probably a little more strict than Tasha when it comes to friendships and opening myself up to people. And it's not that I'm not an open person, because I am. I'm a very nice, sweet, kind person, contrary to what some people might think. However, because I have heard, because I have seen, because I have, I'm hip to what's going on. I've seen people get screenshots, screen recorded, all this kind of stuff. I'm like, Tasha, just be careful who you're talking to. I'm not talking about any one specific person. I'm sure everybody that you're talking to are nice people, and God bless them, but be careful, period. Okay? And that's me as a friend talking to her to protect her, because she's not thinking in the gutter like some of these other people are, and like what we have seen. She did not know that being a nice person was going to come back to bite her in the ass. So fast forward, we see Brandi in a live one day. Okay? Brandi's very confused. She's trying to figure out what's going on. So turns out there was a girl. Her name is Contessa. She's very sweet. You see her in our lives sometimes. Contessa has a story to tell. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail about it. Contessa can tell her own story, but she had a video she wanted to put out. She felt some people were bullying her and teasing her in the Fabulous Moms of YouTube, which was the group that we all belong to, okay? Now, she felt like she was being bullied. She reached out to the administrator, and basically the decision was made that Contessa would not be in the group anymore, okay? So she was not happy about that. And she had been given some information from someone who had, according to her, information on Melisandre, who was
being negative about certain members of the group and other people on YouTube, right? So she threatened to expose this information. There were some squabbles that were taking place.
Do you hear what's going on here?
Moms. Of course, I was oblivious to this. You know why? Because nobody talked to me. Okay.
Remember, Brandi said on that YouTube on Friday, on that YouTuber's channel, see, there was someone who I really didn't like, and that was Melisandria. Okay, she always says her name wrong. Still can't get it right. It's Melisandra. Okay. Melisandra was doing videos on Olivia. Girl, go back in your history. It's too much to talk about. Too much, right? Too much. But at the end of the day, Brandi could not stand Melisandra, okay? Two people were trying to get some information out on Melisandra, trying to bring her down, okay? YouTube style, okay? They had information. They didn't want it on their what? Their platform. So they did what? They were trying to find someone who didn't like Melisandra as much as they did. So they found who? Brandi, okay? Sound familiar, Storm? Okay. All right, sound familiar? Okay, this is the deal. This person was looking for someone who didn't like me as much as she doesn't like me. Brandi's watching because Brandi is what? A hater. She's a hater. So she reached out and said, I got some tea for you on Francoise and Blama. But yeah, the tea isn't really tea because I don't know what you told her about Blama. I have nothing to do with that. But what you did was that you brought up TMR one too many times, and God is good. And someone told TMR what was going on. And of course, you know, I heard all about it right away. But because I have better things to do, I watched this last night, which was Sunday. Because, yeah, I was busy handling business over here at my house and don't have time to scurry over to the wrong side of the YouTube tracks to listen to some nothing ass tramps talk about me. Okay? So here we are. Brandi again being used. Just like whoever was setting Storm up with bad information on these YouTube streets. And yes, I'm aware I've said the name. I don't care at this point. Just like she was being set up with bad information on these YouTube streets, or she was buying cold tea, or whatever the hell it was that she was doing, at the end of the day, girl, you were being used, okay? When you want to talk about, I don't know, any of these things that you were talking about that just were not true, you want to talk about me, whatever it was, girl, I would like to hear what the tea was that you had on me and the reason that you really don't like me. The reason you don't like me and the reason I was talking about you was because you did not like me. You didn't like the pineapples came through to ask me for help. I didn't say, oh, Pineapple's here. Come to me. I'll help you. Pineapples reaches out to me during a live. I don't know what she's talking about. She's one of my mods. She says she has an announcement. I said, okay, go for it, but I'm not going to do it on the phone. Go ahead and call in. That video will be linked down below too. She calls in and unleashes this drama on my channel. Am I mad at Pineapples? No, I'm not mad at Pineapples. We've had a conversation, but at the end of the day, she did what she thought was right at the time, and I'm not going to hold that against her. I'm just not. But we could have had this all squashed, but Storm had it in her mind that I didn't like her. And when she was all, and I said, hey, look, go ahead, take a deep breath. Let's talk about this. She got offended. She said I was being biased. I'm not a good person. I'm a this, I'm a that. So I said, oh, okay, if that's the case, I just put an order in with you for some bonnets. Do you mind? Go ahead. And if you haven't sent them out, send me my money or just send my stuff out that I requested. I never received the bonnets. If I had gotten them, I said I was going to send them back, but I'm probably just one of many of the long list of people who never received what they ordered from her. But luckily, because it happened on the YouTube streets, I got my refund right away. But no, I never got anything from her. And I clearly stated, and what I say is what I say, and what I say is what I mean, and my actions are matched up by my words, I would have had it returned to sender immediately. I would not have anything in my home that woman has had her hands on or has been in her presence. Okay? Period. Okay?
I would show up in a live every now and again, and I would kind of see what was going on, and we would try to piece it together from there, myself and
It was like, what is going on?
Tasha.
Just like the rest of you come in and it's like, what is going on
like
right now?
Say, if you sit down,
so you're going to go piece it together, right?
So because no one was really talking to us, we had the opportunity to really see these lives, see what was going on. So one day,
I would go into a live and be like, hi, everybody. And literally, like, nobody would say a word. I'm sorry that I did not have the awareness that nobody liked me. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming if you're here now, you like me. If you do, let's get some manicure emojis in the chat. And if you don't, well, you don't. That's okay. Thanks for watching. But at the end of the day, I had no idea. I was lacking self-awareness on these YouTube streets that anyone even had enough cause to not like me. I hadn't done anything to anyone. Okay. I got a phone call from a friend who said there's someone who sis needs help, basically. And I guess because I was in that live where I saw Contessa and the other girl basically mark Brandi for, hey, I'm going to send this to her to see if she will get this out on her platform, because they didn't feel like they had a big enough platform. Contessa had a small channel. Brandi had a bigger channel because, remember, she had the viral YouTube video on Olivia, right? And even Strong Mommy Chrissy, I think, but definitely Olivia.
Brandi got on live and was trying to figure out how she got into this mess. Well, how she got into the mess was that Contessa was trying to figure out who didn't like Melisandre as much as her, okay? And who could help her get the message out. And she said, I'm going to send it to Brandi. I'm going to send it to Olivia or whomever, her and someone else. I
think Olivia had gotten it too.
I'm not going to put this person's name out there because this person is not even on YouTube, and this person is fighting an illness, and I don't want to be involved with putting this person's name out there. If anyone else wants to put it out, you go right on ahead. I think they talked about, so what they did was they emailed a bunch of people, including Couponing with Miss Kina, okay?
You guys hear about when someone's got a story to tell. Look, Niecy had a story to tell. Niecy went into many people's comments, including mine. That's how I got in touch with Niecy direct. I didn't reach out to Niecy. Niecy went and dropped her video link in many different reactors' comments. You guys know I get up at 5:30 in the morning, and I was up checking my comments, answering comments, okay? And if you are a new YouTuber, don't make the mistake of not answering your comments. Comments are very important. Not only are they going to create your relationship with your subscribers, but also if you're a tea, reaction, review, commentary channel, you might have some information in there that you need to get because it's been sent to you and 10 other people. And early bird always catches the what? The flack if you're here on YouTube, okay? So that's what happened. So they put these comments out or emails out with this tea to drop on Melisandre, who was kind of like a hot thing at the time, who still has a very active channel, make no mistake, okay? But this was a hot topic of the moment, the reactor of the moment, okay? And this is what happened.
They emailed everybody they could think of to try to get these audio messages out with Melisandre allegedly talking crap about other people, okay? So she says, I'm going to send it to Brandi.
Get in your mind about Niecy the other day having Olivia on tape talking about Strong Mommy Chrissy and Jasmine. So that type of flavor, okay? That was the flavor of what they said that they had, okay?
I had just watched a live that Brandi was in. I was new to Brandi's channel because I was new, and this happened when Brandi had that video that she had done that went on fire to everywhere about Olivia, okay? A lot of people watched it, and, you know, she got a lot of attention from that, right? So I was subscribed to Brandi. So she was in a live trying to figure out what was going on.
Guys, meanwhile, can you feel me? We are almost 14 minutes in. I have gotten in the car. I made a quick stop at the bank, and I am driving to pick up Farrah at camp, okay? This is an edited video, and I'm still driving, okay? When I tell you I used to drive an hour, I drove an hour.
Tasha was in the live. This is the same day Tasha was talking about today on her live, and said, Brandi, I know what's going on. I can explain this whole thing to you. Melisandre was in the live. Melisandre saw Tasha do that. Melisandre got pissed. She did not know like why Tasha was inserting herself in this whole thing, and just to let it go. So Melisandre and Tasha had words. I'm not going to say that they fell out, but they had some keyboard words. Done. No big deal. Grown woman having a strong conversation. It is what it is. Done. Right? Okay. Tasha talks to Brandi. She tries to explain to her. They even call me on three-way. We explained
Enter
to her
me, who had nothing to do with it.
in the live that I had said to Contessa, don't even try. And I've got my screen prints. I have receipts because I knew who I was. I just knew kind of a little bit who I was dealing with. No offense to anybody, but y'all all
I was learning.
Screen grabs, so don't make me out to be a bad guy because I'm just hip to your game. So I said, Brandi, you can't. You're not going to be able to. So I was in the live. Contessa, I said, Contessa, you're not going to be able to get Brandi. Brandi is not going to be online anymore. She says she's not.
I was just repeating what I'd seen.
You may as well just leave her alone, leave her out of that, because she said that she wasn't going to do it. Well, lo and behold, Contessa and them trying to get a hold of her. Brandi's answering the emails. Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine. Hey guys, I had to check in and get Farrah. Anyway, so we tried to explain to Brandi that we were in that live that day, and we're telling Contessa that she would stand no chance at getting a hold of you, Brandi, if you're watching this. But you answered her emails. You emailed back and forth with these people and collected all these emails. And, then when Tasha talked to you, well, she found out that you got a whole lot of emails and you had been conversing back and forth with people. And for some reason, somehow, Brandi feels like me and Tasha are involved some kind of way because we actually tried to help her. Like, I forget about trying to take down her channel. Like, Brandi, I'm a new YouTuber. There is nobody in your network. I don't even know who are even watching my channel. They might be watching my channel. They may not be watching my channel. I don't know that I have taken one subscriber from you or vice versa. I think we have two entirely different content categories, and no one's trying to take anything from you. I'm not trying to take nothing. There's nothing on your channel I want. I produce videos every day, sometimes twice a day, and sometimes 3 times on Sunday.
Okay.
Do you see how many
Don't
videos
play
I
with
put
me.
out?
Yes.
I'm a video making machine.
Girl, if you didn't know.
There's nothing. So a week or so ago, I was in Brandi's live and she was talking about Tasha. And of course I chimed in. I said, Tasha's not out to get you.
I was trying to help my friend.
There is nothing going on. She said that I was full of mess.
She said I was full of it. Oh, sugar. Yes, but we're just one click back away from going back. Okay. Guys, what you don't know is relationships will get attacked on YouTube. You already know this. Marriages, boyfriends, girlfriends, all these things will get attacked, right? Friendships will be attacked. So the reason why, like, I'm not like, oh, like, look at Chrissy and Jasmine. It's always scrutinized. This person did this or this person did that. It's always like a scrutiny, something going on. My relations are not for monetization, okay? My relationships are real. And just like I've told you guys, my relationship with Nisi, whether you knew I knew Nisi or friends with Nisi or how deep it went with Nisi, it wasn't for the consumption on YouTube. If Nisi wanted to bring it up and out, that's fine. It's still not going to be. I mean, if I discuss something that includes her, that's not me monetizing the friendship. That's a certain aspect there. She's part of the story and she understands that. But never would I ever, never have I ever, with anyone who I am friends with. And it's not like real friends or Facebook friends. It's not. A friend is a friend is a friend to me. And at the end of the day, there's nobody out here who's going to tell you that I've done anything to disrespect or diminish a friendship that I've had with them. Period. Okay. If I don't like you, I don't like you. If I don't fuck with you, I'm not fucking with you. And that's anyone in this story who I've mentioned that I don't fuck with. Yeah, that's it. If I am being a content creator and someone is reaching out to me as content creator, as in the YouTube channel who reached out to me to ask me to collab, that asked me to give them a shout out, that asked them for help, I gave them the help. It may not have been the help that they wanted, but in no way, shape, or form can anyone say to me that I did not help this woman, because I did. It may not have been the help that she wanted, but I gave her a channel review for free. I gave her my opinion, and I never talked about it until I was forced to talk about an ungrateful, inconsiderate troll who decides that what I gave her for free was not good enough. Therefore, I am ugly. Therefore, there's something wrong with me because I have cystic acne and spots. This is someone who claims to be a healthcare professional, but allegations have proven otherwise. Okay, this is someone who is unable to work in their industry. Check your facts. This is someone who has needled at me and forced me to have conversations about them that I would never have even engaged in, because I don't know you, I don't like you, I don't want to know you. We're not friends, we're not brothers, we're not sisters, we're not cousins, we're not nothing. We're barely colleagues, because what I do on these YouTube streets, you don't do. Okay? So let's not get it twisted, and let's hear the words that are coming out of my mouth. I'm not low-key shading you. I am stating fact. I'm not your friend. I may be your content now, if that's what you want to do. If that's what you're looking for, girl, help me grow my channel. That's going to be a new hashtag I'm putting in. If you want to talk about me, just, girl, thank you for helping me grow, because that's all I'm going to start saying now. Thank you for helping. Jackie, thank you for helping me grow. Thank you for being the lie that you are too, okay? Because the more I'm me, the more you show up. And because you're trying so hard to make me look bad, what you got going on that's bad, yeah, I wouldn't want anyone to know about that. Okay? Okay, guys? Yeah, I don't have any of that over here, okay? You can talk about my husband getting arrested. Are you going to talk about charges being completely dropped? Mistaken identity theft? Do you want to talk about that? You want to talk about the person who actually was guilty, died of a drug overdose, so there's no case anymore? No life, no case? The person is dead, okay? This person was using an identity that did not belong to them, but you want to keep running my husband's name up and down the YouTube streets because you're lowlifes, right? Okay. Oh, yeah, Bougie Gang merch is available, guys. Don't forget Bougie Gang, Love Lies and Lacefronts. Get you some, okay? Get some of this real merch, okay? And it arrives on time.
She said that
okay?
we were messy. She said
you pay for it, you get it.
Hey, babe. How are you? How was camp? It was good? Okay, good. Thank you. All right, thanks. You okay, babe? Yeah. Okay, good. All right, let me finish talking to the people because I'm recording. Guys, my daughter is so awesome. I had the camera, what I thought was on. She says, "You're not vlogging, Mom." She's my number one assistant right here. Okay. Brandi had a live about a week and a half ago, and I was in the live trying to tell her that Tasha isn't part of anything. We were trying to help you. We're trying to help you understand about the mess that's going on. And let me tell you this too. So on this day that this happened, I also got some emails from a couple of people. I guess some other people in Fabulous Moms fell out. Someone named Moon Pie, someone named Amy, and someone named Tanya D. Tanya D is a good friend of Mel Sandra, from what I understand, at least online. Tanya D seems to be like a nice person. I don't know what the deal is. You know, all I know is that I was in Fabulous Moms. This was the last day I was in Fabulous Moms. I got a you know, you get a notification that someone has tagged you in a comment. Well, Amy and I were going back and forth talking about something. She was telling me about a video that had been posted by someone in Sandra's camp and wanted me to do a video expose on someone. And, you know, that's not what I'm in the business of. You guys see what kind of videos I post. And,
I do reactions on the YouTube channels you love to watch. This channel was not, I didn't even know what this channel existed.
Do a video on this. And she sent me a screenshot of Amy and Moon Pie. They were all in a group chat, allegedly, with Tanya D and Melisandre and I guess a few other people. They were basically slamming me and Tasha. So at that moment, I realized, you know what? I'm in this group that's doing nothing for me, put it that way, with a bunch of people that don't like me, that low-key hate me, or low-key don't support me. So I'm going to go ahead and jump on out of this because it's a waste of my time and it's a waste of my resources. And, you know, I don't need anything in my head getting in the way of my creativity and me moving forward and doing what I want to do, which is build an awesome channel and build and make content that people like. So that was the day that I unjoined or
exited the chat, as I know now. That's the day I exited the chat.
The tea room, which was a room of people from Fabulous Mom. It was a group within a group. The tea room was where, you know, you could speak freely and I guess talk tea with people from Fabulous Moms, because they're, you know, in Fabulous Moms it was supposed to be about business, which it never was. And then in the tea room it was supposed to be tea and chit chat, which it definitely was. And then I also left the other group, which was a collab group, also, which was administered by the girl Moon Pie, who was talking trash about me. So anyway, I know this is a long story, guys, and maybe I'm not even telling this to where you guys
I told it because honestly,
but at the end of the day,
I listened to this yesterday, and I'm so happy that I had recorded this video. Even only 500 people saw it at the time. Y'all go see it if you want to, or y'all can watch it through here. At the end of the day, you're seeing the whole thing at this moment. But let me tell you something. I was so glad that this was documented, because thankfully my brain doesn't have to sit around to try to remember this stupid shit, this dumb shit, period. Okay? I don't have to try to remember because it's been documented, and you guys can go to this video and read down in the comments and see everything. Okay? Period. Go ahead, be my guest. Be my freaking guest, okay? Because the video was made, okay? And contrary to what people say on these YouTube streets, yeah, videos are made to be watched. So if you want to go watch it, I will have a playlist below. I just got makeup all over my hands. Awesome. Videos are made to be watched. And did I just make it for clicks and views at the time? Guys, what video is not made for clicks and views? I was not even monetized at this moment. So this is a video that could have ruined my channel. So if you guys want to know why at a certain point, why did I go and create Love Lies and Lacefronts? Because of silly stuff like this. Because I realized it was not a good idea to keep tea and drama on my channel, and that I needed to get it off of there and separate, because I was a mom channel, and still am a mom channel over there. It was not a good thing for me to try to have these two sectors. And that's, and that's my advice to a lot of people. If you're going to do reaction videos, and you are a mommy channel and you've got your children on here, do you see my daughter is pixelated out? Because she's not part of this story. Her mommy is part of this story. She becomes part of the story on the channel that I talk about my mom life. Okay? This is some old drama shit that had really nothing to do with me, but everything to do with me, because once again, because I showed up in something that wasn't any of my business. I didn't ask to be in it. I didn't say, oh, Tasha, call me about. Tasha knew that I was at a live that she wasn't at. So that's why she looped me in, because I could offer some information to Brandi firsthand that Tasha really didn't know too much about, but she knew it happened because I told her it happened, right? Because we talk YouTube, and this was happening on YouTube, even though it was reaction community per se. It was happening with Olivia because there was this big feud between Olivia and Melisandre. Olivia had struck Melisandre's channel. So when Olivia talked the other day about ask some of your loser YouTube buddies, yeah, that didn't have anything to do with me. It had to do with Melisandre, who was struck. But at the end of the day, Olivia, because she did not own copyright, Melisandre got her video back. It just, well, you know what? Let me rephrase that. I think at the time, Melisandre was not aware that she needed to fight the copyright strike, and she did not. So that situation turned out different because she did not fight the strike. She let Olivia have it. So she did end up with a strike on her channel, but I think Olivia did it again. And that's when she did know to fight a strike and then did that. So, guys, this is a long video. If you are still with me, comment down below. But this is some BS, right? But this is some drama, right?
No involvement in anything to take down Brandi. I don't think anyone is trying to take down Brandi. I thought Brandi was a nice girl. I actually, after she did her first video, she was doing videos on love after lockup, and I was in her chat room. They were talking about it. She did a great recap on love after lockup, and I was making comments. I think she thought I was trying to be funny, and I think from there, like, she never trusted my comments or me even being in any of her lives. She said I was messy, and I'm just like, I'm just here listening to the recap of love after
I
lockup.
had no ill will,
So,
and still don't really. I don't care enough.
Yes.
We haven't gone to talk about pies in a long time. It's a tongue twister.
So we haven't gone to Popeyes in a long time, she's saying. So that's because mommy tries not to eat fried chicken. Are you saying you want to go to Popeyes?
Yeah, I like that spicy rice.
She likes the beans and rice. Okay, well, we'll go there, okay? We'll go today just for you.
Because, I like spicy things.
She likes spicy things, she does. Okay, we'll go on the way home, okay, baby?
Meanwhile, she was 7. Okay, 7 at this time.
So Brandi has been doing lives for the past week. I unsubscribed, and I told Tasha today, I told her yesterday, I said, Tasha, stop looking. Just stop. Because I'm thinking, with common sense, thinking eventually it's going to go away. Eventually someone's going to stop. Good always wins over evil. And I'm not calling anyone evil, but I'm talking about the good that is the truth and the evil that is the lie, right? So I'm not calling any one person, I want to be very clear, I'm not calling anyone evil. What I'm saying is truth will always come out, right? What's done in the dark will come out in the light. All those expressions that we all know and love and use in the ground, that was what I was thinking. But apparently there's none of that happening right now, because it keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse, which built up to today with Tasha having to go off on her channel. And I just wanted to come out and hopefully clear a little of my part in this whole thing up, which was nothing, which was just being and doing and minding my own business. Brandi, no one is trying to take you down, boo. Take you down where? Take you down to the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of YouTube? Where are they going to take you down? Nobody's got your credentials. No one can steal your channel. Girl, your subscribers are yours. If people are subscribed to you, they're there for you. They're not going to leave you for me. They don't know me. I'm not there to try to take anything from you. I was actually there as a supporter. I was actually on your aunt's channel as a supporter. But then you want to try to talk about me like I'm some kind of messy person and I'm not operating within the integrity of what I'm saying, which is walk it like I talk it and say I'm here because I'm a supporter. Obviously, you project what you do on other people, which is say you're a supporter and not. And girl, if you confused, then ask for some guidance. Because the silly thing is how silly you looking out here right now. Just so you know.
Lost.
So the bottom line is, just like Tasha said, and I'm going to put you on notice as well, don't say my name again.
Oops.
Do not talk about Francoise Vlogs
Thirsty.
Or anything else that has to do with my channel. Nobody is talking about you. Nobody is thinking about you.
Not a minute.
Setting you up. Nobody is interested.
For what?
Just let it go.
Yes. Okay? Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go. Let go. Let God.
Okay.
And I'm going to use your phrase that you say all the time, and that's that on that.
Okay.
I hope y'all have a great afternoon.
Please do.
I hope that this may have answered some questions.
Don't let the door hit you or the good Lord split you.
Leave it down in the comments.
Yes.
Because I'll be happy to answer. But I was trying to tell you as much as I know. This is like the dumbest thing that has ever happened on YouTube. It's so silly.
Redonkulous.
But I'm here for it. And I'm going to explain it because my name keeps coming up.
Why?
And I have nothing to do with this whole thing.
Why you always lying?
A sister that I felt needed some help, needed some explanation.
Tried it, but I can't find it.
We were trying to help her, explain to her that this really had nothing to do with her. She was being used as a conduit to get a message out. And yet today, this message has still not gotten out. If in fact there is true...
Brandi, once again, you were being used. Storm was going to use you as a conduit to get to me. Okay? You were being used, boo. Stop being... Instead of trying to think of me as the common denominator, think of yourself as the common denominator. Why do people think they can use you? Okay? Why do people think that you're with the go along to get along gang? Okay? Why are you a mark? Think about that. Storm, I would challenge you to think about that too. Okay? Get out the go along to get along gang. Forget about the people who are not thinking about you. I'm not thinking about you. You are certainly not any sort of competition. I don't compete with you. You certainly don't compete with me. I don't compete with anyone. I do my own thing around here. Period. There's no one out here that is doing like I do, and I don't do like other people do. That's why I don't watch really almost at this point. I'm not watching almost anything in this sector. If I watch someone's channel, I honestly, on record, I'm going to keep it to myself. If, I got tagged by someone on a video and I did go and respond so homegirl would know that I am there and I am supporting. But I'm not going to make a practice of doing that on a regular basis because people lose their fucking mind. If you're one place, you're not another place. And so if I'm watching, just know that Big Sis is watching out there. If you send me something, I'm supporting. If you reach out to me in a confidential manner, then I will respond. But out here on the YouTube streets, your girl got to keep a low profile because people are coming for my neck and people are constantly trying to make me look like something that I'm not. And that is ill-informed, unprepared, not professional, and not ready to do this damn thing on these YouTube streets every day that I show up, which is a mistake. Okay, guys, have an awesome day. I love you guys so much. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to share it. And if you're a reactor, be my guest. If you have any questions and you want me to come to your panel to answer some questions, let me know, because maybe I'll show. And I'm talking about a legit reactor. Jackie and Quinn, not on your life, okay? If you have a question for me, put it in the comments. Keep it cute or keep it mute. That's number one. Number two, if you come with the fuck shit, you're done. Okay. If you're not blocked, you will be. And I don't play around with that. Okay. Ask anyone else. All right. Anyway, guys, I hope that you have an awesome day. Thank you so much. The other video that I referenced about the giveaway, I think it would be really cute to do a old time reaction on that. So a live reaction, because it's really, really, really funny. So I think I'm going to keep that as a separate video, and maybe you'll see that tomorrow, okay? But it will still be linked below, so you can go watch it, but stay tuned for my reaction tomorrow. So let's go ahead and take us on out of here. By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. This is all about clout.